top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Underwood. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's McCulley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Mateer. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Sooners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for space. It's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They stopped him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
They'll go for it. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. You start the season, top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They'll try to run for it. He's loose. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Past the first down marker and still running. Lots of running room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Working that wide receiver screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down continue to wear on this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Got it set up on the outside. Makes his man miss. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Pulls it in. It's Sategna. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab down the middle. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll go to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the big fella. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go, set.
In the red area, it's Ott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this, and I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You could play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good, and you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. He's got it on the back. Running free. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Military stun! Military stun!
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Grabbed over the middle. It's up. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the left. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fires left. It's caught downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
Give to the fullback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
Ready.
Gonna run it. It's up. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you could see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Michigan is 10, Oklahoma 7.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
These are the places of defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Off play action. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On target to the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Mateer. The short hands, it's Sategna. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Can they catch him? What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And this is an offensive coordinator's dream. The short field, the very short field. The punt return setting up a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
that. Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Got a man. It's Kent.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Sategna. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan 17, Oklahoma 7.
So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. Deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, that That was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook, but on that play there, that...
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Give to the back.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Now on the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's go. Right.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. To throw, it's Underwood. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Turning on the Jets. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move.
Oh, a lot of space. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take a
touchdown Sooner. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Possession from their own 20. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He'll do it himself on the draw. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Grab behind the line. It's Morgan. At the 35, he's open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard, we're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession to give yourself a chance to win. Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock, but 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wolverines will try to run out the clock in this final minute. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that's very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Spins it out to the back. That's caught. It's Ott. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
right down the middle. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Takes a shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete.